I told you to run. Ah! Hey, I can fight, but one great spear isn't going to take these down. Get in here and help me. On the pass. Sorry I couldn't have been more help. I don't fight quite like I used to. That's alright, we'll take whatever help we can get. Everybody's taken care of who needs to be. They'll be alright. I just need a minute to get my head back on. I barged in here and tried to hide behind the furnace. Why would they go after their own kin like that? They wouldn't. There's something different about this one. I want to keep it around and see if I can compare it to the other Mortagi. Maybe I'll put it where the door knocker shelf used to be. Do you think you could help me drag? Sure. Listen, we appreciate all you've done so far, but I have to ask, are those deepest tattoos? It's embarrassing actually. I went through one of their initiation rituals years ago. They made some intriguing claims about life extension, and I was into that sort of thing. But the promises didn't pan out, and they ended up being pretty unpleasant characters. Clothes come and go, but tattoos are forever. Teach your kids that one. 11 years of peace follow. Wesley tended his mystic seed until one day it sprouted. It burst up in a shower of dirt, producing small found noises. Alright, little thing, you can stick with me. You're going to behave, though. Its growth would be incredibly slow, but perhaps endless. Morla brought potential sweethearts to Battle Bond Peak. If the view didn't do the trick, maybe the tail of the battle would. Calico learned a quiet variation of interfusion, not drawing out of energy but an awareness of an object bordering on fellowship. Others found it odd, the way she would sit silently, but it seemed to please her. Each day, Wesley swept the path and trimmed back the weeds. Morla questioned whether this was the best use of his time. We draw a line somewhere. Chaos creeps up, we keep it at bay. Yeah, why not? Okay, we're good with this. Lyra, you're back. I was so worried. When you wrote about that horrible immortal mechanical nonsense, I was afraid you'd lost your mind. Nonsense, I'm completely serious. Why are you making that face? There's a plaque out there, I'm telling you. I've found a way for us to bypass death and you're making that face? You can't bypass death. What you're talking about, that's something else, something unnatural, abominable. The Mortagi have always been tools. We've used them to achieve countless other things. So why not this? Morla had visited Bronlop a few times. They picked apart Mortagi elbows and made up stories about the ancient mortificers over jugs of wine. They dug into the body of the strange Mortagi as well, but Bronlop remained puzzled as to how it worked. So when Morla received an urgent invitation to the forge, he set off immediately. Thank you, listen. I have very important, potentially dangerous information. I knew I had to share it with you, of course. You might even say I'm honored to be the person that you'd come to. First, hey Morla, about time, we've been waiting for you. I'd start with pleasantries, but there's nothing pleasant about this. A wave of Mortagi has been moving across the countryside. A little further out, closer to Swampflower, but causing just as much destruction. Based on the way that they're spreading, it seems like they originated in Cayman soft bottoms. I've had some amazing cheeses from there. Well, if we weren't motivated by duty or glory before, now we can add cheese to the list. There are almost certainly some of the old Mortificers' workshops there, and I wouldn't be surprised if Mortificers are still around? No, but their workshops are, and some Mortagi can manufacture some of themselves without a person overseeing the process. So the Glove of Justice sets out again. Right, every day we in it. I'm finishing up a better weapon, but I'll try to meet you at Beyond 4 Beacon. I had a feeling this would happen. Any insights? No. It's standard in some ways, but then the core of it is bizarre. Something complicated is going on there, but I can't figure out exactly what. Huh. Excuse me. You have the body of my friend in there. You've kept it in decent condition. I appreciate that. Apologies, this must be strange. Not at all. Or that is, yes, it is strange. But I have many questions for you. Okay, let's go recruiting. Wesley's out of sorts and Etheria thinks she has to answer. Things in Clover Pass are drunk or sleeping. The last greasy lights wobble in quiet windows. At least mostly quiet. Disastrous woman, that'll be me someday, but I'll have lovers on both arms. The merry stumbler scrapes along the back alley, fragments of foamy song following after, fading into the early dew. The night doesn't slosh so easily in every belly. What's wrong, love? You look like you're about to go belly up in a whiskey pond. Not tonight, Etheria, sorry. Oh, come on, I know what it is. I know what you're going to say. I don't need to get out and exercise. You haven't been getting out and exercising. Have to get your blood going, your lungs pumping. Now I know what you're thinking, and that's also fine, but I'm saying something with less ulterior purpose. Love, I know it works for you, but what? What's that face for? Because I just had the perfect idea. There's this mystical order, they live out in seclusion. They're all about training the body to unshackle the mind. I'm sure they'd teach us one or two tricks, or at least give us a quiet meal. Alright, why not? Over generations, a modest compound has grown near slender swarm altar. Some folks have come here to gain wisdom and strength, while others grew up inside its protection. It's a place of relative seclusion, inhabited by an order of knights focused on peacefully honing their bodies and minds to work in concert. You from around here know about this place?